He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Cal's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The short hands, it's Peppers. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. He's got an open man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking to throw again. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up.
Touchdown, Cal! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, Dave.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Scanning the field is St. Clair. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Falls in the deep ball. They got big gainer down to the 43.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's West. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high?
Makes the catch. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense...
There he goes. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Peppers. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive.
Turning it on! And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good...
Trying to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. On the ground, it's Dingle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
It's a running room. He's at the lean for the wire. Touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Grabbed over the middle. It's West. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period, first down here. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on fourth. Looking to throw at St. Clair. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Man, that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
With the catch, it's Rodgers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Got it in the middle. It's Newberry. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Peppers. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far. And that time, just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Slings it downfield. Why not trying to get it in? Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the...
Touchdown, Cal! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. They use the sideline as their friend and finally get him out of bounds on the return at the 47. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
This time it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's St. Clair. Got him, and nobody's close. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Man, I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, but I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. You can't let our serve get broken.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Under fire. Flushed out of the pocket. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, the inside give.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Snap it to the back. Running into the open space. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Unleashes one deep. Into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! I I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner goes down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the move, it's Dingle. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got a little space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Plucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. He'll keep it himself. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. to throw. It's Applewhite. Fires one high and deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Dingle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Catch in the middle. It's West. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Running the red zone. It's Dingle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. They get enough rush, and
got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. Cradles it at the 35. Can they catch him? And look at him, it's a touchdown! A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in the elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Peppers. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rodgers. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll pull it on the read. He breaks the tackle. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And
it's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Caught in the backfield. It's Savage. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught behind the line. It's Hawk. Touchdown, Cal! A great catch and run for 6. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's St. Clair. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Dingle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the 4th quarter.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. They're working that left side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's going for the goal line. And it's in for a touchdown. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice execution by this defense, and this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
To the air on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Can make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive, though. Get the momentum started in your direction.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make...
Rush coming in high, and they've got him at the 29. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Applewhite. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Applewhite. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Extending the play. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Back to pass, it's Douglas. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the California offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this